this dizziness problem for a while now. Antibiotics for a week, no difference. What else? Entrepreneurship. I'm a CEO. TAS techniques in medical devices. So did I tell you anything? Did I? You just cured me.
Alright, here we go with part 5. Starting the timer.
I'm buying you dinner. Forget it. Come on. Also invest in the club. We'll make it a night out.
Well, I'm married. Boring.
I know some married people who aren't boring.
He's back. What? What?
You're gonna kill me and rape me.
Go take care of a few tasks in Jahara first.
Sorry, that'll last.
She was in the news. We found her as a kitten. She lives in the nursing home. She only sleeps next to people when they're about to die. 10 patients in the last year.
Start a few hunts. I think this is the guy. Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna go kill a couple of things. In the nearby area. I can figure out where I am.
Hello, Mallory. Why did you call us? It's not what it looks like.
Well, that's not me. Because, it looks like
First thing we're gonna go after is the kill bug in the switchback. This guy only appears between when your timer is at 10 minutes and between 39 minutes, and he's over. I think he's over here. I think I'm in the wrong area. Oh no, there he is. Looks like a treasure chest. Is enemy. see, we need to get the hybrid gator, which is in the field of wind. So, over this way. Kill off these guys for the bestiary. It's the Field of Light Winds. Can't remember. Or Field of Winds. It's a Digging Flats. Oh, I guess you can show up in the green snake too. I didn't realize that. So that's who we're looking for. And let's hope the Gareth is over here. This is the easiest of the humanoids to get to show up. No, there's the Gareth. Alright, that takes care of the woos. I think you have to clear out... I don't think you do have to clear out the woos. But either way, we've got a 20% zone for the bullcroc to show up, and that's what we're looking for here. Just zoning to make sure this guy shows up. Not yet. There he is. So to get the Enceladus to spawn, you just have to clear everything out here. And also, once you kill the Bullcroc, this guy, the arrow shows up. So as soon as you kill that Bullcroc, if you don't even need to stand still. Obviously I was moving around, but about 5 seconds later, the arrows comes flying out from the opposite side of the area, from the mines. And there's our mark. Alright, so let's just go ahead and go to Bujerba while we're here. Alright, so we need to go into the residence, which is the only residence you can go in Bujerba. It's called the Starus Residence or something. It's got a name. But that's where we start Antlion. So they give us the key into the deeper area. Not the deepest, but the deeper area of the Henny Mines. I think they're at the end of this area. Can't remember. Oh no, they're at the end of the other area. Alright, so when we head into the mines, the only 2 other times we've been in there, we've looked for Ariel, which is one of the rare entries, but it's a bat in the Oldham span, and of course it spawned on me the first time, when we were not too weak, but it just would have been annoying to kill him. And then didn't spawn the second time, so we'll have to zone to get him this time. Where am I going? Let's go ahead and clear out the map too while we're here. Like I said, you don't have to walk through or uncover all the dark spots on the map. Just enter it. It counts. Oops. Obviously, since everything's super weak in this area, I can kind of just blaze through and have the laggard party members take care of it. And so Ariel's got a 20% spawn, which makes this a little bit annoying that it showed up the first time, but we see this kid show up because he's, whatever, tearing through the mines since we accepted the antlion hunt. Should be here. And there he is. Alright, another annoying thing that we have to do now is kill a gazer. This isn't a rare enemy, but it only appears after you've been in Site 2 or maybe 3, I can't remember, for 7 minutes. And once you've been in it for 7 minutes, it can start appearing throughout the map, but I have the best luck if I just kind of wait around 7 minutes in Site 2 and then open the gate and head further into the mines, and then it shows up. So I'll probably do some licensing here. So starting the timer. Alright, now we're in Site 2. So this is the intermediate area in the mine. Once you kill Antlion, the key to go deeper into the deepest stages of the mine drops into the Fawn Coast, which we'll go retrieve later in one of our loops. Alright, so we're only at 1:45, so let's just start kind of burning some of these licenses. I'm going to get Bosch over to telekinesis, which I shouldn't have wasted. Well, don't quite make it, but we also want to start getting them towards Siphon and some of these other things. Float and Haste, those two are good. Let's, I'll leave that as is. Oh, we want to, oh, crap. Forget about that. We do want to get Pinello eventually to have the Neopalaloa. But, for now, let's just start filling out the license board while we can. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So I don't have a super optimal way of doing this, but I just kind of have the reserve party members fill out different sections, even if it overlaps with some of the licensing I've already done. Figure this way at least I won't miss something, and we've got to burn time anyway. Alright, for Vaughn, where do we take him? Balthier, I know, take him up this direction.
Spent the last 6 months pretending to be handicapped.
So before I get this ladder over the hopes of paralyzing you for real, why did you in here stealing guns and grenades? And what better not be my night vision goggles?
We can have some family, bro. So, your brother, the drug dealer, it's not a drug dealer, drug farmer, whatever, is gonna be murdered by your hometown's crooked sheriff? Easy on this. Yeah, he's so bad. When he wants Randy's airport for himself, or he's gonna kill him, so we're gonna go down there and stop him.
Come in.
What? Why?
Well, one thing is eerily similar to the fun white lightning. This is Ray's brother.
Getting hammered on moonshine and trying to bang sneaky trailer kids?
Right?
Okay. They don't think I'm married to like a woman, so... Oh, alright, I'll be your leader. What are you insane? Hey, y'all, here's my great big old black light.
With fun, maybe what we can do is clear out the rest of the accessories while we're here. Our main characters will be using the ribbon, so we won't waste his LP on
Now,
that.
what's all this nonsense about a break-in last night? Oh, God, if Krieger was doing all this...
What's his new awful thing? Ultimate bum shop fights. And no, it looks like it was an actual break. What? Did they get into the main frame? I don't know. Where is he? He's tracking down, please. Back there with some of I'm going to show you if you're not shut it up, come on. And put Sterling through the minute he calls in.
Doop de doop. Alright, so we're past 7 minutes now. So as soon as we enter this area, I think the geyser shows up.
Whatever.
Remember we picked you up last night and we were going to the
No, where? It's like...
So you see, not a hard hard enemy or a rare enemy, but
No shit. Ray Gillen. How in the hell are you? Oh, I know what this is. You hear what?
so you see the geyser just starts kind of showing up. Go ahead and open up some of the gates so it's easier to get back this direction.
Believe me when I tell you.
Fighting a war on the war on drugs? Oh, damn it. What? You don't look good at the stall.
I did. Wait, I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is all obviously unauthorized, but I promised Ray we'd cover for him. So, no, I'm not gonna mix up a nursing. Ms. Archer asked me.
Let's run past these idiots.
Every time I need to use the restroom, you people are in here stomping around looking
So now we've kind of cleared a path from all the weaving that gets us back into the first area of the mines much easier. Stuff you do not have to worry about in any percent. There's our Henne crystal. There's some scared kid that we don't need to talk to. I think we see the... Oh, I thought there was another shot of the kid running away. That bridge we just ran across is where you fight Gilgamesh for the first time, which is coming up in a couple segments. Not this one, though. Let's do this, since we've got the gambits for it. Well, I thought we had the gambits for it. Now we can finally stop worrying about freaking traps. So you notice these mantis creatures for the first time. Just beyond this area is the antlion, which is just a bigger version. Oh, and they are weak to air. So see, it's smarter to do that than just sort of run in guns blazing, because there are a bunch of them. Derp de derp. Vanquished. Annoying time-wasting cutscene where the kid talks about thanks. So we're looking at a terrifying crack in the middle of the mines that leads just into the air below. But what's at the bottom of that is apparently the Fawn Coast, because that's where they drop the key that we need to get deeper into the mine. So thank God we don't have to go all the way back through the mines, although it wouldn't be that bad since we open up the other gates, but we've got that teleport crystal. So one of the things I'm going to do before I forget is go directly to the route and start the 2 hunts there that I did not start earlier, since we got out of whack because of the Giza Rains timer. I go that far down. I think I've been referring to this as the Henny Mines, if I've been saying mines. We're in the Lushu Mines. My bad. We're about to head back to the Henny Mines, though, after this. Vera on a ledge. Vera Nira. Other guys back here, which I think we accepted this hunt. I'm really pissed off if it's not. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Whatever. I can't think right now. I forget which hunt she... Well, that was sort of a not optimal move, because I thought you could accept both of them at this point, but whatever. Alright, so this dude's hanging around because stuff. So I turned off gambits because we want to be in full MP when we get into, I forget what the name of the area is. The Mine Flare will not appear unless your entire party has full MP. So let's reopen this guy. Alright, so the the Mind Flayer is back in this area. We also want to kill a Nightmare. I've forgotten to check that off the bestiary before. And here's our dude. So the easiest way to do this is just berserking, since he's a magic-based guy. Now he can't really cast anything or do any of his special moves. And gone. There's one more hunt we can check off. It's just easier to do on the way back again because of that full MP thing. There's our guy. Super easy. Now we're gonna just do some pretty boring task stuff. Hi, Jellies. Not this time. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need to open that. First thing we're going to do is go to the bazaar and buy the magic available there, which is like Bubble, Bravery, Faith, and something else I can't remember. Ah. Reverse, which was available earlier. So you can see he hasn't started carrying Knots of Rust yet. So that's Gilgamesh. I think I got all of them, didn't I? Yeah. Now we head to Nalbina. Just gonna start some hunts. Oh, that's who I was looking for. The Wild Marlboro. Old Fafnir. And that's everyone. Alright, so let's talk to Popel. We'll finish Atomos, which most of these we don't go back and get the loot because it's not worth it. There's only a few that really net you items that are worth a damn. One of them is the Antlion, so when we go back for Gilgamesh and something else, whatever the other hunt is that you start in that area, you have to talk to her anyway. I think to find out about where the key is. I can't remember, but either way, you get a bubble belt. Bubble belt. We could have, obviously now that we're risk breaker or whatever, I forget what the threshold is, but the clan provisioner in Rabanastre that we were just at sells them now. But we only need one for this particular route. And there are 2 in the aerodrome that we start. After this many years, I'm still way too confused about the international relations between all the different areas, all the different kingdoms within this game, because I don't understand why they let you in the aerodrome, but I must be missing something. So, oh, Death Gaze, the rich kid. Alright, so Death Gaze shows up whenever you fly an airship from city to city. Not your airship, but one of the ones you have to pay for. And it starts out around like a 5 or 10% chance of showing up when you take the craft. But if you talk to the kid each time... I'm going Rabanastre. No. Or something, not sure. Yeah, but each time you arrive in an aerodrome, if you talk to that kid again, because the kid and his family are in every single aerodrome for whatever reason, I guess, because they're always traveling, the percentage that Death Gaze shows up on your next trip goes up. I think 10%, 10 or 15%. So usually after 2 or 3 trips, you're kind of guaranteed to get them. Minus your first one. Why do we take this trip? So that we could buy Siphon, which becomes incredibly useful. And also you do not buy there. The reason we're flying back to Rabanastre is because it takes us to Westgate, which is some more stuff we need to do over there. Show us to a cabin, don't really care about what you're talking about. I can't remember what that side quest is. I remember when I played through Zodiac Age on Steam, trying to do everything. like complete every side quest. And I forget what, when you trade all of the letters between the sisters, that all work as flight attendants apparently. What you actually net from that, I'm not sure it's anything. Alright, so sorbet gives us the white moose. When you defeat him, you get the sluice key, which allows you to navigate around in the changed Garam-Scythe waterway. The reason why we just talked to Rimzat is because that kickstarts the Earth Tyrant quest, and Earth Tyrant is a optional boss, not a hunt. Still have to kill it for the bestiary. We'll talk to one more person in Rabanastre Square about the Earth Tyrant, which is part of that quest. But first, that weird looking dude that we talked to at the top of the Neighborious Deadlands, one of his bros is this dude, and this is the continued piece of the medallion side quest that gets us into get the Chaos Esper and fight a couple other bosses as well. That's inside the neck roll of Nabudis. Did that? Oh, alright. We go talk to Philo. Now that we have talked to him, we can start finding the medallion fragments and the crap required for that quest. Alright, now we go back to the square. This is a chick with amnesia, but she'll help us find one of the medallion fragments we need for that quest. She's asking about a necklace. Kotse is who we want to find out. We want to talk to about the storm. That was the Earth Tyrant piece. Now we can go back to the West Gate. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do Pharos now. For some reason I got way off time-wise, because that's actually the end of this segment in my notes, which only puts it at an hour of playtime, so we'll cut this after we beat Hydro. I'll just keep going. In this area, you've got a 30% chance of the dino, what is he called? Obelisk appearing. So we'll come back and kill that guy near the end when we're coming back for a Yazmat. Oh, that's why I'm not. Durr. I won't waste my time here. We've got to clear this area out for another rare game later. Wow. We'll cut this segment at the teleport crystal inside of Pharos. Again, not sure how that timing got so off. I remember that segment being as short before. Normally we kill Hydra way, way, way easier than the way we're going to kill him now, just with Phi Raga. But in the interest of saving money so we could buy the good armor, we did not buy that spell last time we were in Valfenheim, so we're just going to hack away at him. Probably lose our MP in the process. Which, that reminds me, I should, before that happens, he's got haste on him or something. Oh, or nothing. Okay. There goes all my MP. Nah. Bosh to get the LP for that. Alright, I'm gonna save the video and I'll be right back.